Hello, good morning, students. Today is transcription number 132 on the speed of 100 words per minute. Start. Mr. Chairman, Sir, Shri Chavan presented the Union budget for the first time in his political career. Shri Chavan is a very experienced politician and an able administrator. He has held a number of important positions in the past. He has been the chief minister of a progressive state like Maharashtra, home minister, and minister of defense at the center, and held a number of other positions. I am impressed by his abilities since long. The way he gave an account of his experience and farsightedness while presenting his maiden budget is indeed commendable. This budget is commendable and significant in many respects. The tempo maintained by the government since 1980 for alleviating poverty and providing employment to the people is praiseworthy. The efforts of the government have resulted in an increase in these activities year after year, and this too is commendable. But this year, the Honorable Minister has broken all previous records as he has given special impetus to the poverty alleviation program in the budget. The most significant among all these programs is the Jawaharlal Nehru Rozgar Yojanas, under which there is a proposal to provide employment to one member in each family in 120 districts. It is in itself a revolutionary step. Our party has decided that employment must be given to at least one person in each poor family all over the country. Though details of the program as to how this scheme will be implemented and how employment will be provided are still to come before us, yet I would like to praise this bold decision, that benefits of which will reach lakhs and crores of people throughout the country and will provide relief to them. A number of concessions have been given to poor people in this budget with a view to providing them relief, but at the same time, it gave a setback to the middle class. So far as I can understand, the budget will in no way affect the rich people. First of all, I would like to draw the attention of the Honorable Minister to poverty alleviation programs because the government is earmarking huge funds for these programs. Now, it becomes the duty of the central government to see that the money reaches the people properly. It is not today only, but for years that the honorable members have been expressing the view that the beneficiaries do not receive the full amount of money that is earmarked for them. There could have been some difference of opinion had even 25% of the funds reached the people. But it is an acknowledged fact, and the government, even the Prime Minister, had admitted that the money released from the center under poverty alleviation programs or employment programs does not reach the people. It is all the more distressing that, in spite of the fact that we agree with this view and know everything, so far no effective step has been taken to ensure that the full amount reaches the people.